Right now, we have the latest on the 4 Americans who were kidnapped in Mexico, what the FBI and the Mexican government are saying at this time. Also, inflation takes center stage on Capitol Hill today, while the Federal Reserve chair says more interest rate hikes could be needed. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kane. We begin with emergency crews evacuating part of State Street this morning due to a gas leak. Right now, the street is fully open. It happened in the 600 block just before 10 o'clock. Madison gas and electric crews were sent to the area to address the leak and investigate what caused it. Officials say someone hit a gas line. An alert day has been declared for later this week. Meteorologist Greg Barnhart has a look at your first warn weather. Greg.
Yeah, we still got some low clouds hanging around, but we do have that alert day for snow. But in the meantime, cloud cover is lingering for like Platteville, you can see in the background. Madison, more clear skies, but we just have that lingering low clouds in some areas. Satellite shows that northeast wind pulling that moisture from the lake all the way across. So we're keeping that in the forecast right now, but mostly sunny skies this afternoon, and then we'll see higher clouds to the west that'll begin to evac in. Overall temperatures fairly seasonable this time of year. Right now we're in 40 degrees in Madison, 44 in Lone Rock. Where you have some clear skies, the temperatures have boosted up. If we zoom into Dane County right now, overall, we're generally 41 at Sauk City to about 39 in Edgerton. Some of those low clouds have lingered some of those temperatures in the 30s, but we're going to see more of that go away here, certainly. There's your winds. Like I said, northeast wind helping to pull that off the lakes. That's why we have those low clouds lingering, but we should see those winds begin to turn around here this afternoon. As we time out those winds today, we're going to see winds getting back up to the east, but then lighten off temperatures into the low 40s this afternoon. Overall, big picture wise to the west, cloud cover will increase, but that precipitation you see in the Dakotas further south, that's going to fall apart as it approaches us. That's not the system that we're really keeping an eye on, but it will provide the cloud cover we'll see in the increase of the next tomorrow. The one that we're really keeping an eye is well to the west, but just beginning to approach onshore. It'll take some time to get here, but that's the one that'll eventually give us our snow. Right now, for winter weather bulletins, they already got watches up for Minnesota into northern Iowa for the snow event that starts Thursday into Friday. We'll probably see more expand eastward later today, and that's why we do have the alert day, because we do have accumulating snow. The best chance of that's going to be Thursday night into Friday. 3 to 6 generally right now. We could have higher amounts, but I'll break all that down a bit later in the broadcast, especially when the evening or morning commutes will be impacted.
All right, we'll check back, Greg. Thank you. Multiple streets along East Washington Avenue will be closed for the next month as crews work on bus rapid transit-related construction. Beginning this week, North Dickinson Street will be closed at East Washington Avenue. North Few Street will also be closed between Curtis Court and as crews work at the intersection between North Few Street and East Washington Avenue. A pedestrian walking route will remain open along East Wash during construction. Meanwhile, in Rock County, medical examiners are releasing the name of the person that died in a crash Sunday morning. 19-year-old Jorge Susanaga of Woodstock, Illinois, died after a 2-vehicle crash on Highway 67 near South Northrop Road. An investigation found that Susanaga's vehicle crossed the center line and struck another vehicle going the other way. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The driver of the other vehicle was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. To an update now on 4 Americans who were reportedly kidnapped while in Mexico. 2 of them are dead, and the other 2 have been found alive. The FBI had reported Sunday that it was searching with Mexican authorities for the missing Americans who were kidnapped Friday. A relative of one of them says the group traveled together from South Carolina so one of them could get a medical procedure in Mexico. Shortly after entering Mexico, the group was in the crossfire of rival cartel groups, then loaded into the back of a pickup truck by gunmen. A U.S. official familiar with the investigation says the Americans were located at what appears to be a medical clinic in Mexico. The head of the Federal Reserve testified today before the Senate Banking Committee on the U.S. economic outlook, fighting inflation and the state of employment, including wages and available jobs. But lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have questions about what Chair Jerome Powell has to say. Nicole D'Antonio has more details from Capitol Hill.
The chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, told lawmakers that the central bank will need to raise interest rates higher than previously expected in order to tame inflation.
Although inflation has been moderating in recent months, the process of getting inflation back down to 2% has a long way to go and is likely to be bumpy. As I mentioned, the latest economic data have come in stronger than expected, which suggests that the ultimate level of interest rates is likely to be higher than previously anticipated.
Lawmakers are concerned about rising prices, but they're also concerned that raising interest rates could push the economy into a recession.
The standard has been that there have been recessions and downturns when the
Okay.
Fed has tried to reduce inflation.
Now, right now, the current inflation rate's 6.4%, and the current unemployment rate's 3.4%.
Chairman Powell also says in order for inflation to come down, the labor market will need to soften. That means fewer job openings and more layoffs.
Inflation is extremely high, and it's hurting the working people of this country badly. All of them, not just 2 million of them, but all of them are suffering under high inflation, and we are taking the only measures we have to bring inflation down.
And putting 2 million people out of work is just part of the cost, and they just have to bear it.
Powell says the economic data will drive the Fed's decision-making process. Nicole D'Antonio, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Edgewood College says a grant worth more than $1 million will go to funding scholarships. It's from the Henry J. Protelin Foundation. The grant will provide scholarships for over 160 students. The foundation has been giving grants to Edgewood for the last 15 years. It's given more than $12 million to the college to fund scholarships, new equipment, and capital construction. New at noon, Aaron Rodgers' future as a Packer took another turn this week after he reportedly spoke with the New York Jets. Former ESPN host Trey Wingo says Rodgers is open to moving to New York following the talks. According to ESPN, the Jets asked the Packers about Rodgers' availability last month, and the Packers general manager said, quote, all options are on the table when it comes to Rodgers. Well, the weather may be starting to warm up, but the need for help to cover heating and cooling costs doesn't go away. News 3 Now is once again partnering with the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and Energy Service, Inc. for a day of warmth, a telethon and donation drive to raise money for those in need across the state. It'll be held this Thursday afternoon between 4 and 6:30 p.m., but you can donate ahead of time. There's more information on channel3000.com. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. While California's governor no longer wants to do business with Walgreens, and Mattel releases a new Barbie in honor of International Women's Day. Details next in the Money Watch Report.
It's Steinhoffel's Dream Vacation Giveaway. Test rest a Beauty Rest Black mattress at Steinhoffel's for your chance to win a trip to Hawaii. And right now, get your choice of an Apple Watch or Apple AirPods with a purchase of a Beauty Rest Black mattress. Beauty Rest Black mattresses start at just $49 per month when you use Steinhoffel's 72-month financing. So save big and rest easy on your new Beauty Rest mattress from Steinhoffel's. Shop in-store or online today at steinhoffels.com.
This year, say yes.
I couldn't be more thrilled with my results. I'm over the moon happy. Look at that waist.
Yes to confidence.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
Yes to a new shape.
These are my results. I am so happy.
Yes to a new you.
I'm Dr. Elena Vega. Imagine you could remove this much fat from multiple areas all at one time.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I have the flattest tummy that I've had in 25 years.
I'm able to wear things that I never thought I would wear again.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
Find out how you can get $250 off with our New Year exclusive offer. Call 1-800-993-0752 or go to sonobello.com.
For 75 years, DePaco has been more than local. It's a member-owned, not-for-profit cooperative that has grown into a vital community resource, a place where members can build a life worth loving. When you join DePaco, you own it. Your money stays here, enriching the lives of your friends and neighbors. DePaco strives to carry out the mission envisioned by the 10 meatpacking employees who founded it, to create a brighter community for all. To learn more about DePaco and how to become a member, go to depaco.com/join.
Spring is in the air, and you know what that means. It's Feldco season.
Feldco season. It means 50% off windows with no money down, no payments, and no interest until 2024. So you can replace those eyesores without breaking the bank. It means getting the windows you want fast, so your home's ready for the warmer weather ahead. It's the season of home renewal. It's Feldco season.
This offer won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Happy
Happy Take and Bake Tuesday.
Every Tuesday at Papa Murphy's, you can get any large pizza for just $10.99, which makes Tuesday the best day to bring home all your favorites.
We might have too many favorites.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
CBS News has confirmed federal regulators are preparing to block JetBlue's nearly $4 billion proposed acquisition of Spirit Airlines. The lawsuit could be filed as soon as this week. The deal was announced back in July after JetBlue topped a rival bid from Frontier Airlines. This would create the fifth largest air carrier in the country. The Justice Department declined to comment, but JetBlue's CEO told the Wall Street Journal this week the company would fight a government lawsuit in court. California Governor Gavin Newsom lashed out at Walgreens yesterday, saying his state will no longer do business with the nation's second largest drugstore chain. It comes days after Walgreens said it will not mail out abortion pills in 20 states, where attorneys general warned the company that it risked breaking the law. Newsom says Walgreens is cowering to extremists and putting women's lives at risk. Walgreens responded that it will dispense the medication consistent with federal and state laws. And tomorrow will mark International Women's Day, and toy maker Mattel has now introduced a new Barbie to honor a one-of-a-kind woman, British space scientist Dr. Maggie Adair Pocock. The former president of the British Space Association has worked on the James Webb Telescope. She's also an educator and BBC presenter. Her doll comes with a star-studded dress, purple-tinted braids, and a telescope accessory. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Chanel Call.
Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials down 361 points. The NASDAQ off 43. The S&P 500 down 33. Coming up, Pam has today's egg prices. Greg has more on an alert day coming up. And then today on Live at 4, it's a new month. Consumer Reports tells us what to shop for in the month of March. That's coming up at 4.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture, ETC.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
Convicted felon kidnapped and raped a 15-year-old girl, abducting her off the street in broad daylight. Judge Janet Protasewicz could have sentenced him to 20 years. Instead, she put him back on our streets.
What detractors would say is you having been soft on a violent sexual crime.
I would say that that's ridiculous. Judge Protasewicz puts our families at risk, and putting her on our Supreme Court, that's what's ridiculous. Fair Courts America is responsible for the content of this advertising.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture, ETC.
News 3 Now is taking action, reaching out to our community to lend a helping hand.
Taking action by teaming with our neighbors and local leaders to help make this amazing community we share a better place to live.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather.
Trust the experience of Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti and the First Warn Weather Team to help you plan your day and alert you whenever and wherever you need it. First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report on this nice March day.
Beautiful, beautiful. And it takes me back to something I mentioned to you last week, Mark. I was going to bring a story. I know that there's going to be a lot of people noticing more road traffic now. We're going to start spreading our manure, spreading our nutrients back out on those farm fields so that we can get started with spring planting sometime down the road. I wanted to show you some information that was generated. Kim Meyer, who is the Watershed Programs Coordinator here in the Madison Metropolitan Sewage District and also an agronomist, presented it at last week's Yahara Pride Farms. Basically, what we're looking at is farmer-led volunteer efforts to keep nutrients on the farm out of our waterways. And I got to tell you, Yahara Pride Farms been around more than a decade now, and it is getting the job done, and it's doing it with a lot of farmer investment. There's grant monies that may be advanced, say, from Dane County or from the state, but the farmers within these watershed voluntarily divvy up the money to take a look at what practices, what conservation means, what cover crops work best for them. And like I said, you'll see the dividends that we're getting, not just as far as finances, but take a look at this map. This is a map that shows you how the nutrients have been removed or contained, if you will, in our soils and stay out of our waterway. The only area that you see is red, and I apologize for how small the print is, that area that is red, the problem area, that area lacks any farms whatsoever. That's basically where we're building all of our homes, our community developments, neighborhood developments. Zero farms there to make an impact on the water quality in that particular area. But everywhere else you notice, they have already hit the mark or exceeded expectations when it comes to phosphorus removal and also keeping track of nitrogen. So I just, we talk so much about the bad things and farmers when things go wrong. Well, this is something when things go right and farmers get it done. Had to make sure I share that with you. I've always said if there's anything that you want to really get done, get a farmer involved, whether it's pivoting to cage-free eggs or organic, whether it is building a barn, whether it's raising money for the school. You want to get it done, get a farmer involved, and that was a perfect example of how that happens. All right, so today we're kind of starting to get ready for the World Ag Supply Demand Report that's going to be issued tomorrow in the marketplace. Corn, beans, wheat down on the midday. Our dairy markets are still a little bit mixed. We're starting to get mixed signals about how much cheese, for example, we've got in storage. So we're going to keep an eye on that. We're also getting a little mixed information on what's happening with world milk production. Tomorrow, the World Ag Supply Demand Report could rock our world. We'll see. Barrel cheese up 3 at 166 3/4. 40-pound block cheese down 7 at 184.5. AA butter unchanged today, $234.5 per pound. So there we go. Just a little good news on a sunny Tuesday.
We like good news. Thank you, Pam.
Yep.
Greg's back now with details of an upcoming alert day. Greg?
Yeah, I don't think the weather's going to rock our world again with the snow. Once again, seems to be this Thursday, Friday time frame, but we're going to see it one more time, at least right now. Really, the big picture till the meantime, we're still dealing with cloud cover. You can see all this cloud beginning to expand eastward. That's what we'll deal with probably through Wednesday, but no precipitation with this one. Really, it's the one that's coming on shore right there that I mentioned earlier. That's going to eventually evolve, push across the east, lift north, grab some moisture, and then produce a nice good winter storm event for the Midwest, and that's one that we're tracking right now. So if we look at what we're seeing right now, what we're confident in, we're definitely going to see Thursday PM, Friday morning commutes will be impacted with snow, accumulating snow, especially Thursday. We look like the heaviest snow rate or the highest snow will probably be Thursday night. And we are confident that temperatures should remain at least near freezing or above come Friday, which means probably by Friday afternoon, wet or slushy roads will be more common than snow covered. What we're not confident is we might actually have some snow Wednesday night, Thursday morning. That's still a little iffy if that's going to happen. Maybe a little bit of rain mixed in with the snow before it's all snow Thursday afternoon or evening. And where the highest amounts will occur right now generally 3 to 6, but I think there will be areas that will hit 6+ inches. So if you time this out through today and tomorrow, really just cloud cover is the main story. You'll see 2 bands of precipitation that will not really impact us, kind of falls apart here. What gets more interesting as we go towards tomorrow night into Thursday morning is whether we get some more precipitation that'll occur ahead of this and hit us Thursday, or will it wait till Thursday afternoon. This one actually indicates that we will get some Wednesday into Thursday, some light snow with with the main action really waiting off till Thursday afternoon and evening. So that's what we're kind of uncertain with. Overall for today, just cloud cover. We had the low clouds earlier. We'll have high clouds coming in with that northeast wind, but still mid-40s, once again above average. Then later tonight, we'll see high clouds come overhead. So once again, a cloudy night. Temperatures getting back down as you wake up, probably once again around freezing or thereof. And tomorrow, really, it's the cloud cover, but the winds will turn a little bit more once again. Still, our temperatures as we go through tomorrow should still get up into the about low to mid 40s. And then we're going to start seeing as we get towards Wednesday night is when things get a little bit more interesting, whether we're going to see this precipitation expand up and hit us with some light snow or rain come Wednesday night into Thursday, or is it going to be too dry and this will hold off? This won't be a big, huge light snow event for Thursday if it does happen early, really just some light snow that'll be off and on until we get to Thursday afternoon or evening. So some we'll keep an eye on, but for right now, the bulk of the snow should be Thursday night into Friday. As we go on, you can start seeing it starting to thicken up, more heavier blue signatures there going on. Temperature still 33, 34 degrees too, so it's going to take a higher rate to get on the roads. Bigger picture shows you this as it comes through. It'll just basically come through, and by the time we get to Friday morning or Friday noon, it should wrap up fairly quickly, so we won't have much snow going on Friday afternoon or evening. And then the next system that we're watching for the weekend doesn't look that impressive, but it will probably bring another round of snow come through Saturday night into Sunday morning. Not even close to the amounts that we'll see with this, but once again, something to keep an eye on. So snow amounts, that's what we're looking right now, 3 to 6, a little bit higher as you go north. Give you an idea of probability, if you understand this. It's saying basically we have a 90% chance we're going to see less than 11 inches, a 10% chance we'll see less than 1 inch. So it's right in that range, and we're thinking 3 to 6 for generally, but I think you will see some areas that do get closer to 6+ inches, probably further north. So we'll continue to update that as we get closer to the event, and that's still why we got the alert day. Other than that, the pattern coming into next week is going to be cold. Our high temperatures should be around the low 40s. We're going to see temperatures probably in the mid 30s to maybe around freezing for a brief time, so it'll be quite chilly. And then, of course, we then improve towards the end of next week, probably moderating back up. And don't forget the time change that comes Sunday morning.
Lose an hour of sleep besides.
Exactly.
Great.
So you get the cold weather and a loss of an hour.
Thanks, Greg. Up next, Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen celebrating a special month, saving time and your money.
If you haven't had a chance to leisurely walk down the frozen food aisle, rather than just quickly grabbing what you need, you're really missing out. And with March being Frozen Food Month, there's no better time to not only check out all the new and innovative items, but to stock up, since many of them are on sale this month. There are heat and eat breakfast favorites, which are a lot more trendy these days than ever. And for those of us who love international classics, there are a world of flavor profiles that meet every palate, no matter what you're craving. Italian, Asian, Eastern European, even something south of the border. And since frozen food is simply real food, frozen, that means come dinner time, it's less work for us without sacrificing the taste. And gone are the days that frozen veggies simply came in frozen blocks. Those were a challenge to prepare. Today, we can find vegetables that are riced or spiraled to help us support our low-carb and keto lifestyles. And they taste great. There's even veggies designed to be roasted or air-fried, which makes them super convenient. So to take advantage of all these dishes, do what I recently did. Heat up an assortment of your favorites and create an easy-as-can-be buffet that everyone will love. Maybe add a few dipping sauces and dinner is ready, lickety-split. Maybe divide an individual meal onto tasting spoons and your family will be jumping for joy. And don't forget to pick up some ice cream while you're at the market, because that's the perfect complement to all of these items. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found an inspiring and time-saving way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, next at noon, Angie Edge from the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin will show us how to make grilled steak, berries, and blue cheese. I'm coming over. We'll be right back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
It's Stop the Madness month. If your energy bills are too high, stop the madness. If your comfort is out of balance and you go straight from heat to AC, stop the madness. If you've had it with outside noise, stop the madness. Get insulated now and save up to $2,000 with the energy tax credit plus our madness discount. But the clock runs out at the end of the month, so call today.
USA Insulation.
The Big Share and Online Day of Giving is March 7th. Advance social and environmental justice by supporting the nearly 70 nonprofit members of Community Shares of Wisconsin. Even a $5 donation can make change happen. Donate now through March 7th at thebigshare.org.
Extremist Dan Kelly wants abortion banned, even in cases of rape, incest, and the health of the mother. For years, Kelly was on the payroll of a radical anti-abortion group working to take away women's rights. On the court, Kelly will uphold Wisconsin's 1849 criminal abortion ban that strips women of their freedom to make personal decisions on abortion. Dan Kelly, an extremist who doesn't care about us.
At Lawton Cates, justice means helping with your medical bills, standing up to the insurance company, and demanding compensation for lost time at work. And there's never a fee until we deliver results for you. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
So with a Planet Fitness Black Card, I'll get a post-workout glow like that guy?
Everybody knows that you need the glow, the glow, the glow.
And I get a free Amazon Halo to track my fitness and sleep.
Cause when you got the glow, there is no stopping what you want to do. Oh.
And I can bring a friend.
It's a way of life.
Okay, sign me up.
Sign up for the PF Black Card for $1 down, $24.99 a month, and get a free Amazon Halo View. Ends March 15th. It's glow time.
This month, meet Madison Magazine's Chef of the Year. How Sean Farr's approachable food with a twist is redefining upscale dining. And learn the common thread that links 3 very different clothing empires. Madison Magazine, online and on newsstands now.
Want to know right now what the weather will be like tomorrow? Download the First Warn Weather app and you'll get my customized forecast for tonight and tomorrow.
The First Warn Weather app. Get it now. Powered by News 3 Now.
Angie Edge from the Dairy Farmers of Wisconsin is here for a monthly visit. Good to see you. This is quite a spread.
Right, so March is here. We have some fresh spring recipes and also a celebration of Wisconsin cheese. So we have the berries, blue cheese, and steak salad. Absolutely delicious, very
beautiful.
Fresh. There's strawberries, there's watermelon radishes, there's award-winning blue cheese, along with some flank steak and also some red onions and a homemade vinaigrette, the champagne vinegar. So very easy. The recipe can be found on wisconsincheese.com. But one of the reasons why I chose this recipe is because it has one of our award-winning Wisconsin cheeses. So
from the contest in Green Bay?
so you know that we had thousands of entries, and Wisconsin again topped at the top of the contest. We had 9 cheeses that were in the top 20. So Wisconsin truly is a state of cheese. So we had the Breezy Blue, that's actually made by Kingston Creamery, was one of the top contenders. That's actually a mixed milk blue cheese. It's made by an Amish cheese factory. Really? And then this is the top winner for the top 20. It's the Copper Kettle Parmesan cheese. So you'll get to try them all, Mark. And then there's a local favorite, the Raleigh House Select Cheddar, that's made down in Shullsburg, but one of the top cheddars in the category as well. And then this one actually was in the top 3. It's the Red Barn Cupola. So I can't wait for you to try all
I'm going
these
to try them all
cheeses.
right now.
You, of course, look for that Proudly Wisconsin cheese logo, so you know you're supporting local farmers and local cheesemakers.
And you have this list online as well?
Yep, the list is online, and we have a press release on our website, and you can visit wisconsinccheese.com.
All right, we're going to dig in. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Here's Greg with one final check of the forecast.
Yeah, we'll be dealing with cloud cover today, but overall temperatures mid-40s, which is above average for this time of year with that east wind, which should calm down. There's your low temperatures tonight, once again around freezing or just below with cloud cover. Tomorrow, similar story with temperatures there, once again 40s. And then we have the alert day coming up with the snow returning Thursday and Friday. All
right, Greg, thank you. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.